In this tutorial, we'll get started on the rails to your bar stool. So to begin with, as usual, create a 2D sketch. I'm going to pick this plane here, and from here I'll do center rectangle, and we'll dimension it. I don't know, let's put a dimension here of 2.5. You can always change this at a later date. And we're going to scroll out here and put a dimension down here of, I don't know, let's pick 8. Okay, so there's our basic dimension. Click on Finish, zoom out of here, extrude it. Now once again it extrudes out. We're going to extrude back the other way and apply OK. And actually let's get back into that extrude, because that extrude should be 3/4 inch, so 3/4. Okay, click OK. Now we're going to add colors again just so we know where we're at. So we're going to click the top surface and here, and let's just go diamond plate, what the heck, once again. And on this one, let's just pick a brighter color. So let's just scroll down here a bit, and let's go pink this time, or magenta. Okay, so we're going to draft these angles to match up with the same angles as your leg. So we click on draft, we click this top surface, and watch what happens when I click this surface here. If I click up top, you see how it goes out. I don't want it to go out down here because that changes our dimension. So we're going to just basically cancel this and go back to draft, pick this surface, and we're going to pick actually down here this time. You can see it goes in, and I've set it to 8 degrees. So we click on OK. Oops, I guess I could have kept going. We'll go back into draft, and once again we pick this surface, and we pick this bottom part, and it gets cut in, and you can see now that the two will match. Okay, and it's 8 degrees because I've already set it as that. Click apply, right, and we click cancel. Now there is, when I straighten this out, there's my two angles. Okay, now the last part is this piece is also going to be at an angle this way when it sits in on the bar stool. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this top part again, okay, and we're going to click on draft, and this time we're going to pick here, and we're going to pick really close right here. You can see it went up, but instead I'm going to go to -8. So if I put -8 in, you can see it drafts down. So this is still my high point where my colors meet. And we click on OK. Right? So that basically now has my rail done. Now what's cool is when we go to save this, okay, you save it as your bottom rail, but then all we do is go back into the extrusion, okay, and actually not the extrusion, the sketch right here, and you can see how it's 8 right now. Well, if we just change this and put this to 6, okay, now we hit finish, you can see that the angles are still there. Everything's still intact. So that's the only part you actually have to make, because all you do is go File, Save As, and change the length from here to here and call it a different part. So this can be my top rail now. The 8-inch one can be my bottom rail, and maybe if there's going to be a third rail, you know, let's just say the third rail is 7. So you would just go in, click 7, okay, change it, finish a sketch, it changes length, and you go save that as your mid rail. Okay, so there's all 3 of your rails done, the top one, middle one, bottom one, if they're going to be different heights. And that concludes this tutorial.